Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. So Mr. Bentley's been out for his WALK, and he's got a new friend called Chloe, girlfriend. She's a Whippet Saluki cross. She's kind of like sandy colour, and she's been running with him in the park, round and round and round. And he's very, very tired now. So he's decided to crash in a most appropriate place you can think of. At the top of the stairs. Eh? Not the most appropriate place to actually crash out, is it, Mr. Bentley? But you're obviously very tired from running with your friend Chloe, aren't you? Eh? Poor baby. Yeah, tired out. Better. So it's now been almost a month since I launched my new website, and I've been doing a review prompted by the sale of Twitter to Elon Musk, or Elton, as we'll call him in this house. Just to like follow up on services that I used to use, like FeedBurner, which automatically published all my blog posts to my Twitter account, because I don't really have anything to say on my Twitter account other than what's really going on. I know I occasionally express the odd political view, but not very often. I mean, politics are politics, and it doesn't play a huge part of my daily existence. Obviously, first thing in the morning we look at the news and then moan, groan, and do the usual, you know, set the world to rights over the breakfast table between us, and that's usually it. So I don't really use Twitter for anything other than as another social platform to publish my art projects and YouTube videos. So I looked this morning because I realised that I hadn't updated the feed between my old blog and my new blog. So I looked this morning to see how many people were actually following me on Twitter, and there's not that many. There's less than 100 people follow me on Twitter, and I don't know whether those people are particularly engaged with what I'm doing on Twitter, as in because it's just a direct link to my blog posts. I don't really get that many comments on my blog posts. I didn't really get that many comments on my old blog, never mind the new one. I think in April I've only ever had one comment on a blog post in an entire month. I know people are on the website because they're buying stuff, but they're not really engaging with the blog through the comments, which is a bit of a shame, really, because, you know, you can put comments on there just like, I suppose, if you're commenting on YouTube, why would you go to the blog and comment? So it's one of those things. Now, do I continue with Twitter? Because there's only, like I said, less than 100 people follow me, and I don't know whether or not anybody's really all that active on the Twitter. Or do I just, to encourage people to go to the blog, instead of directing people away from the blog to watch my video on YouTube for them to comment, do I allow the video to play on the blog so they don't have to go to YouTube, so that they can comment on the blog post, which means obviously they're spending more time on the blog. Yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, I tried keeping up with Instagram, you know, just posting a picture of one of the projects, or just one photograph of the project I'd done on Instagram. And I know I've got quite a few followers on Instagram, so I do apologise for not keeping up to that, but it's difficult when you're trying to do YouTube, your blog, Facebook groups, 2 Facebook groups plus my own Facebook page. When you're trying to keep up with reading all the comments and things that are going on in all of those, yeah. If there was a way that I could automatically feed to Instagram, like Twitter, then it might be worthwhile. But I think you can only automatically feed to Instagram if it's a business page, which I don't have. Because when I set up my Instagram account, it was just personal. And I think you've got to have a business Facebook page linked to your Instagram account. All these social websites and that kind of stuff is, you know, it's getting a bit unmanageable. So I'm not sure whether to just maybe once a month update Instagram with a gallery of the projects I've done that month, and just allow the blog to automatically feed to Twitter. I know, you don't really know what to do for the best. Well, I don't anyway. Ready? Excuse me a moment. You'll get tired in a second. There we go. So we've just got back from our WALK. The weather couldn't be any more different. Well, it could be snowing. But no, the sun's not out today. It's overcast, it's windy, and it's blooming cold. Absolutely freezing today. Well, I say freezing. I may be exaggerating a little bit. Just a little bit. But it is very cold today. Are you following me? Hey, have you just had some dinner? Have you just had something to eat? So it's just gone 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and I've just gone round the bedrooms, making the beds for the second time, because Bentley, in his infinite wisdom, has decided he's going to try and get in to every single one. So he's been into our bedroom, he's been into the guest room and got in again, and he's been into Grandma and Granddad's room and been in that one as well. So I've systematically had to go around and make all of the beds again. You're a monkey, you are. Yeah, never mind trying to get round me. Eh? Never mind trying to get round me, you little monkey. So it's Monday morning and I'm just going over to check in on Mum and Dad to see if they're okay, see whether they need any shopping, see whether they need any help or assistance around the house. So the weather's changed, it's now really sort of dank and overcast and a bit miserable today, so I'm not going to be spending much time in the garden today, I don't think. But it's Monday anyway, so I should be back to work really.
We're on our way to the doctors.
Yes, Ian's going for an ECG.
I've had one before. I've got an irregular heartbeat, nothing untoward apparently, but I've just got to have it checked again.
So, but we're going to a doctor's surgery or a health centre that we've never been to before. So I'm coming along because I still haven't registered with the doctor in the area. So if it's any good, I may register at this one. If it's not any good, then I won't. But we'll go for a look anyway. Every time I put the camera on him, he's cocking his leg up.
That's the dog, not me. I can't get my leg up on him, I'm too old.
Oh, a beautiful cherry blossom.
There's some baby ones there.
Yes. It's like they're planting more trees.
Yeah.
Look at it. Absolutely beautiful, look. You probably can't see much of it now because there we go.
There's a little cherry tree there.
Yeah.
A few little flowers on.
Oh. So in case you're wondering, we're early for Ian's appointment at the doctor's. We've parked in the health centre car park, and right next door is this park. So we thought we'd come for a little bit of a meander before going in. It's a little gem. No, sit, kiss, proper kiss. No, kissy. I want a kiss. No, kiss, thank you. Kids. It's Wednesday, just gone 3:30 in the afternoon. So today I've been struggling, battling with my computer because it's just getting incredibly slow. This is the computer that I bought just after we moved, or just before we moved into this house after we were burgled over in the old one. And obviously I had to replace it because it got stolen. But it's taken 3 years, and it's kind of like slowly started to get really, really cumbersome now. It's clogged up with goodness knows what. 3 years worth of work, I suppose. So I'm just having to struggle with A, slow internet speeds, and B, slow response times for computers. And I've just had to go through that horrible process of updating and installing software updates, which has taken hours this morning. And there's about 4 or 5 software updates, one for iMovie, which is what I use predominantly. So, and that took about an hour and a half for the update to install. So it's just been a complete pain in the backside today. Yeah, so I've also been starting on setting up and doing my first set of accounts for the new financial year, because our old financial year ended at the end of March and began at the beginning of April. I set up a spreadsheet to do my accounts in. So, and I've just sat this morning and started inputting all my invoices and outgoing as well as incoming into the first month today. So I'm glad that one's over. Hopefully it'll be easy enough to do now where I can just sit down and do it once a month. So I'll just pick one day, one quiet day at the beginning of each month to do the previous month. Fingers crossed, it shouldn't really take that long. But I realised this morning that I've never ever put like my mobile phone bill in my accounts, which I should have done. So I'm going to start doing that this year, which I've just done for the first month. So yeah, it's just been one of them days today. Catching up on paperwork and getting things ready. My new damask stencil, the ATCs, the MDF ATCs, those ones, remember those, are all launching on Monday. So I need to get all the product packed over the next few days, ready to do all the website orders for those pre-orders and get those all off. I could just do them all in one go. And that'll free up quite a lot of time next week. So yeah, it's been a strange old day today. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. Thank you.